Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. Today I want to show you my minimalist kitchen tools and also some of the simple meals that I make with these tools in my kitchen. I do this when I'm living in one place and have something like this, like an apartment setup, and I also have pretty much the same tools when I'm traveling on the road. So let me show you what they are. I always travel and live with a cutting board, something that's pliable and easy to slip in the back of your backpack. This one's seen a lot of love. Looks like I need a new one, but these are easy to pick up anywhere. I travel a pair of chopsticks and a spoon. I don't find that I need a fork, and this is what I enjoy. When I'm living in one place, I like to have a sharp kitchen knife. When I'm traveling, I usually either have a small knife that has a cover, or I just use my multi-tool, the knife on my multi-tool. And then I travel these two peelers. One is they're both vegetable peelers, and this one is just like a standard, kind of similar to a potato peeler, but it's better. It's just amazing. You can go up and down, and I really enjoy it. And then this one's a noodler, and I make cucumber noodles pretty much every night with it. You can also make zucchini noodles. You can noodle just about anything with it, but I really like it for cucumber noodles. And so I would say that these items I always travel with. I have them in my backpack, and a knife as well. This knife I wouldn't travel with. I really only have it if I'm living in an apartment somewhere or one place for a long time. And then the other item that I always have in one way or another is a large bowl. And if I'm traveling somewhere, I won't pack something like this. I'll just pick it up when I get there. You can usually find like a large plastic or wooden bowl or glass or whatever you want for really cheap. And this is what I eat pretty much everything out of. There are a couple more items that I have if I'm in one place for a while. One of those things is a mason jar with a top. I like this lid because it's much easier to deal with than the metal lids they come with, but a mason jar is great. I make smoothies, and then I like to drink the smoothies out of them. The other item that I love but don't travel with is a Vitamix blender. The Vitamix blender is amazing if you've never used it before. I haven't found anything comparable to it. Maybe there is, but I'm not sure of what that is yet. It's just such a powerful blender, and I use it when I'm in one area multiple times a day, like maybe a smoothie in the morning, maybe a dressing at night. Maybe I make some ice cream, banana ice cream. When I'm not in one place, when I'm traveling, then this guy goes to a lucky friend or family member. And then, of course, the other thing that I have if I'm in one place is just a sponge and some Bronner's soap, because sometimes you need to scrub something off of your dishes. Usually not. Usually I can just rinse my dishes underwater. I'm just eating fresh fruits and veggies, but sometimes it's helpful. Or if I make a mess on the counters. So this is literally all I need in my minimalist kitchen. This is everything I need. If I'm living with somebody else, or if I'm visiting a friend or family member, I do enjoy using other tools in the kitchen. I've found a strainer to be really helpful, a larger cutting board, sometimes having a plate around if I'm going to make like rolls of some sort, veggie rolls, and I want to display them nicely. But it's not necessary. I can enjoy all my meals just as much out of this, and a lot of times I don't even need a bowl or a plate to eat my meal. So you guys have been asking, what do I eat and what do I make with these kind of tools? So I'm gonna show you some things. So here's an idea of the food that I may eat in a day. I might start off with some citrus. These are Texas oranges and clementines. And I just cut them, I peel the clementines and eat them, or I cut up the citrus, usually just cut them into quarters in a bowl and then eat them like that. I've been really enjoying cantaloupes lately. Actually, recently there was a sale and they were 89 cents each, so I just bought cases and cases of cantaloupes, and if you wait until they're ripe, so when they're ripe you can usually smell that they're ripe and you can feel a little give in the skin. And then I just cut them in half and I eat them like this. I eat watermelon like this too. A lot of people say that they don't want to eat fruit because it's annoying to cut up and prepare, and I agree. So I don't do that. And then at night, I'll make a big salad. And so usually that's either like 1 to 2 heads of romaine or some other type of leafy greens. Cucumbers, this is what I use those noodlers for. So I peel them with this, take the skin off, and then I noodle them just like that. And then with the cores, I either eat them or I cut them up and put them in my salad too. And then I may make a simple corn dressing. And so if I had that Vitamix blender, what I would do is I would cut the corn off of the ear and put it in the Vitamix along with probably just like a quarter or a half of an avocado. And then I would put some cilantro in there as well, or maybe fresh basil or some other fresh herbs, or even without it, it's delicious. If I didn't have the Vitamix, I would just cut off the corn, chop up some avocado, maybe chop up some cilantro or another fresh herb, and maybe like mix it all together with my hands or just mix it around in the bowl. And then I like to just chop up some tomatoes and put those on top of my salad too. So this is kind of a typical idea of what I may eat in a day. And as you can see, it's really simple. You need little to no kitchen tools. I need a knife and a cutting board. I like to have the noodler. And if possible, the Vitamix is great. And then I eat it with my chopsticks. And I use my spoon on that. Over here are some other ideas of things that I may eat. Bananas, these ones aren't quite ripe yet. You want them to be really completely spotted so that they're nice and sweet. And I like eating those with celery. Bananas and celery, if you haven't tried it, is delicious, or bananas and romaine. Or if I have the Vitamix, I like to blend them up, and I'll do bananas and celery, maybe some blueberries, or I'll freeze my bananas if they get too ripe, or if they're about to get, they're ripe and I haven't eaten them yet or can't eat them. Or actually, in all honesty, I just prefer my bananas frozen a lot of the time because I can make delicious smoothies and I can make amazing ice cream in the Vitamix. So if I have the Vitamix around, I do that, or you can make it in your food processor or just whatever blender you have. And it's really delicious. And you can do things like use carob powder, which makes it taste like you're having chocolate, like chocolate ice cream or a chocolate shake, or you can use cherries and make like a cherry banana thing, or they're like, the sky's the limit, and it's delicious. So if you haven't tried frozen bananas, I really recommend them. But if you're keeping it simple, you're on the go or whatnot, bananas and celery, delicious. I also, other times, like if I'm living in one place, I have a freezer, I usually pick up some frozen pineapple. I really love pineapple. I love spending my winters in the tropics and eating fresh pineapple, but when I can't do that, I usually get it frozen because the fresh ones that are in the US just generally don't ripen and taste delicious. And so this is really good. I like blending this up with some oranges. I just put the whole orange in there and this. Sometimes I do that with basil and spinach, or sometimes just on its own. The other thing that I've been loving lately are these figs from Trader Joe's. And it's like $2 for a bag, and they're delicious. And it's amazing to me that I can have figs all year round. These are ideas of some things I like to eat. I really also like grapes. They're pretty expensive here right now, so I'm not eating them, but I generally get a lot of grapes, maybe like 6 bags for a week or so. Or just whatever's in season. So when peaches are in season, I'm eating peaches and nectarines. Melons, watermelons, I love all summer long. When mangoes come in season in the States, and if I can find them good, I'm eating that. So really, with just a few simple kitchen tools and amazing fresh produce, you can get by with very few items, and it doesn't take that long to prepare simple, delicious meals. So maybe you eat this way, maybe you eat very differently, but I think that, with just a few of the right tools, a little bit can go a long way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope that it's given you an idea of how maybe you can simplify your kitchen a little bit, or how you can eat healthy while you're traveling and still have the tools that you need to get the fuel that you need. If you guys are looking for support in your own personal journey towards health of whatever sort, towards simplifying your life, towards finding more about what inspires you and want some guidance, I offer coaching. You can check that out below. Thank you guys for watching. It's always so fun to connect with you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.